How's it going, guys? So I think I'm gonna keep my mic like right here. It seems to be pretty suitable when I was doing some testing to make sure there was like no actual back echo. Um, so instead of like it being like right here, I'm having like right there. So hopefully you'll still hear. Can I speak? Still hear my ceiling fans? And I have my little fan right next to me too because it's just too damn hot in my goddamn room. And thankfully this town event is over and done with. I pretty much like got in like 88 hours in like 10 days, so been non-stop busy like 10, 12-hour days every goddamn time. So figure we get into Diablo in. Nothing's really changed too dramatically. We did get a new ring that I had on my sorceress that I have all my shit stored on her, so that's the new ring I gave to him. This is our new weapon, Soul Harvest, to basically 87 enhanced defense, 45 attack ready, 10% mana stolen per hit, 30% chance of open wounds, 5 energy, and then all resistance is 20, which is going to come in really handy. And then I gave him this amulet instead of using Kathan's, so that gives him a little more resistances and stuff like that. So we pretty much top down on our cold and lightning resistance, which is going to help out a lot. And then we have the 56 and 55 for poison and fire. We finally got concentrate. He's level 19. I think when we last video we ended it off, it was like level 15, some crap like that. So I pretty much just ended up grinding him to the point of actually being able to use this weapon. It took quite a while too. I had just continued to just target champions and stuff like that until eventually got that and started like started farming like the countess and stuff like that, just so that I can at least gain some decent amount of experience. Because champion packs at the time were only giving me like 1,000 experience per one, so. You know, hitting up the pits, hitting up the countess, you know, hitting anything else. We pretty much explored the Tomato Highlands, or Tomato, however you want to pronounce it. So, there's that. That's really about it. I gave her Arctic's bow and armor. It gives her that extra defense, so she's rocking 100 armor. Arctic is really based for an Amazon, because the last piece is a pair of gloves, which gives you, like, increased attack speed and crap like that, but, and then I gave her Infernal's Cranium, which gives that extra 10 resistance, and so she's like packing like 50-something resistance. So she should live pretty long time. Like I said, we got the Concentrate, got that level 1. Combat Masteries, I put that in Iron Skin for the extra defense. We both got our Spear and Polearm Masteries at level 5. And our next falling point going to Warcry, so... didn't bother going to the barracks or like that, because I wanted to save that for this episode. Most of these been playing on like player 7 and crap like that too, because gives my Barbarian a little more experience, and nothing's really actually managed to touch my Barbarian to the point where I was like almost dead or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure we're still on player 7 too. So, but once we get something like a Dario or some crap like that, then I think we'll switch it back up to player 1. But I don't know, we'll see. And of course you guys see this video on Tuesday and Wednesday, so, and as for trailer reactions and stuff like that, there's one I have in mind, and it's actually a game trailer. I'm not going to say which game, but I've seen a recent advertisement for it. I want to actually check that out, see if I can actually get that to actually work. The main reason why I pretty much stopped doing gaming reactions, like game video reactions on my channel, so that's because usually each of the videos try to boost it up to 4K. So at that point, either if you, like my monitors are only 1080, so when you try to watch a thing in 4K, either it'll continue to buffer or it'll make the video like extremely laggy. So I pretty much just stopped doing game trailer reactions for that particular reason. But I don't know, we'll see. And of course we're gonna go after the smith and stuff like that, so. And this weekend's just been like non-stop busy. It's like hosting a town event we haven't hosted in like 10 years and decided to pull it out of their ass. And like, we're gonna host this town event we haven't done in 10 years. Oh, everyone's ready.
This
It's like,
monastery with evil and corruption.
and then we still have like Labor Day and crap like that we have to deal with too, so it's just like, great. And I always apologize for the clicking of my mouse too, so can't really help. I've been trying to find mice. I guess technically mice would be the word. Computer mice that have like not such a loud click, so it doesn't really echo back into my mic too much. But I've yet to find anyone that's like that. So, what the hell else was I going to say? There was something else I wanted to say, and I don't remember what. Oh, it was in the wise words of Ralphie May. If you never listen to any of his comedian videos, like that, I highly recommend him. He's long dead now, but he was talking about Labor Day. He's like, Labor Day is the biggest crock. It's like, at everyone that's working, we're not going to. And it's so true. Labor Day is so full of it. It's like everyone else is busting their ass, and we're just gonna take the entire weekend off. It's like, what? You know, like businesses would be broke if they closed on Labor Day. Are you kidding me? I know we've gotten these videos like over the weekends like that, but it's like not going home until like 10:30 at night. You know, when you're going to work at like 9:30 in the morning and you're not getting home until like 10:30 at night, it's like last thing you really want to do is any YouTube recordings because you're just dead tired and shit. I'm pretty much kicking some pretty good ass for player 7 difficulty. I was gonna put like berserkers on him. I decided not to because the berserker armor gives you the 1-2 barbarian skills, but basically beyond that, so far Saigons is still like the best armor. It's actually the best armor in the game as for like a low to medium set. I'd probably say about medium armor altogether because you need about 60 strength minimum just to even use it, and then you're gonna need like 75 you plan to use a shield, and then it gives you all the bonuses and crap like that. Saigon's the best you get. I have tankards on him right now, but I can't use that until level 20. And then I'm going to see if tankards might actually be better than Saigons. Because it gives me to attack rating, I think it's like give me some resistances, and I think increase attack speed too, but not 100% sure. Yeah, Merc, even with my bonus armor. For bonus defense. Be down on me now, Merc. Oh, she almost died. 19 health out of 180. Damn, I got like 50 health more than she does. And even with that boost too, she's getting her butt kicked. There's a couple hundred bows here. We got here 2 sockets. Zephyr is one I can make. The right, I actually see 300 bows dropping once. I think Zephyr is like Ort Soul or some crap like that. I don't remember what it is. But it's a 2-socketed rune word bow. And gives you, I think like, what is it, thorns or some crap like that for archers. Even though like Faith is better, but Faith is really similar for like Amazons and everything else. You could use for active on mercenaries, but most people you don't bother with active mercenaries because they're too squishy. And since they pretty much OP the hell out of Act 2 mercenaries with their ores and crap like that, so. And apparently I guess they boosted Act 5 mercenaries were complete ass in Diablo 2 2000. And I guess Act 5 mercenaries are still like useless, so. The thing is that the main mistakes is not actually allowing, I don't know if they just specifically did it for just strictly for the Amazon or what Blizzard was thinking at the time. They should have allowed active mercenaries to use Amazon bows since with that, and like Act 5 mercenaries to be able to allow them to use a sword and shield like the Act 5 or Act 3 mercenary can, and but they can't. And Act 5 mercenaries can only use 2-handed weapons, which is the only one use 2-handed swords, which is kind of stupid because you have like mauls and crap like that, which extra damage they're slower, but you know, or one of the better ones that have actually been able to dual wield, which Act 5 mercenaries can't do either. Or like, let me get the videos real quick. giving like the Act 2 mercenary the ability to wield like a javelin or a one-handed spear with a shield. You know, that could have been a thing too, but they didn't bother doing any of that. Their creativity with the mercenaries is just kind of like, okay, let's OP the hell out of the actor mercenary and let's not bother with the rest. You know.
I should take this to Charcy.
Even something like, for instance, like the Act 3 mercenary, they could have easily like upgraded their spells, you know, which all their spells are pretty much the same, no matter, pretty sure no matter through all the acts, effect, normal, nightmare, and hell difficulty. So they could have easily just upgraded them through the tree. So like as I think it's like Ice Blast for the Cold Murk, Lightning and Charge Bolts for the Lightning one, and it's like Fireball. I think it's just strictly just Fireball for the Fire Mercenary. So they could have started at that point, and they could have gone like Ice Blast to say something like Frozen Orb and Nightmare to Blizzard and Hell difficulty, and then like Lightning Act 3 Mercenary, they could have done like Lightning, and then where Nightmare difficulty, he'll get like that Thunderstorm or something like that, and then like Hell difficulty, he'll unlock like Chain Lightning, or Chain Lightning with a combination of like Nova, you know, so it keeps him protected from being overcrowded and stuff like that. And with like Act 5 mercenaries, or excuse me, Act 3 mercenary fire ones, they could have gone like Fireball, as they did. The fire ones are kind of iffy because they kind of lag a bit, especially if you add them too much. They could have gone with, say, I don't know what, Firewall, or like enchantments for like a Nightmare Fire Act 3 mercenary, and then like with hell difficulties, they could have used something like Hydras, you know. I would normally not, I would say meteors, but the problem with meteors is that in old school Diablo 2, meteors, if you cast too many of them, they can tend to, especially on Battle.net, will actually lag your game, and if you cast too many of them at the same time with the increased faster cast rate, you can actually crash your game if you're not careful. So that's kind of the reasons why when you go into like bail games like that, people tell you, hey, you know, don't spam Blizzard along with Meteor and stuff like that. Same thing back in the day when Necromancers 2 would come in like 30, 40 minions, and, you know, you would literally pretty much kick everyone from the server because there were so many minions, the server couldn't handle it and they would just crash. You may hear my family, so I do apologize. I'm gonna take a drink here real quick. It's like working in a restaurant with no air conditioning. You know, working in the kitchen, not fun, especially when it's like 100 degrees. So it's like you gotta like try to find ways to cool yourself off. But you always manage to survive. So. You know, it's like one of the things, like people always complain about the weather, but you know, you gotta realize there's someone always worse off than you. You know, it's like maybe like 100 degrees working in a restaurant, you know, maybe 100 degrees of, you know, people like roofing or laying brick in that summertime. You're just feeling that heat, so you need to be thankful for what you got. Amplify, the new Iron Maiden. Actually, I think technically, Amplify is actually worse than Iron Maiden, because Iron Maiden was just strictly for melee characters. So even if you were playing something like the Amazon's what, you know, you're playing like a Jabzon, sure, but if you're doing like a Bozon, you're pretty much safe for any casters like that. But you know, you play the Barbarian and you enter, you know, Chaos Sanctuary with Iron Maiden on, you're dead. It would literally one-shot you. And but with Amplify, you know, not only does it double your damage against physical, it also doubles your damage against elemental too. So it's actually technically worse than Iron Maiden, because it doesn't matter which class you play, you get hit by Amplify and you're instantly dead. Especially if you play a squishy character like a sorcerer or something like that. And then you add like, say for instance, you come across Stygian dolls who happen to have mana burn with spectral hits, so not only do they freeze and poison you, You know, they also have is it like curse or something like that too. So they freeze poison you, hit you with amplify, and then it's just as immediately as your mercenary kills them. You know, you're taking double damage from them too. So they have target ignore defense. So it's just pure raw damage that's, you know, taking you out. And so it's like you really want to try to avoid it. I've yet to come across an enemy that has all of that, but especially thankfully not Stygian dolls. But let me see. Yeah, I got about 2.5 minutes left, so we can get that inner cloister or at least gem 3. Keep maybe these been like 18-20 minutes, because even then it takes still like about an hour just to run these guys. And talking to a few buddies of mine about, you know, computer specs and stuff like that, and actually, you know, would it be better to get a better computer, would it be better to upgrade, something like that, and they all basically said the same thing. It's better just to get a brand new computer, you know, than just upgrade from that, since I'm rocking like a 2009, you know, build for the last, what, 14 years now. So it's like, I think it's time to upgrade. They found a PC within my budget, so that I'm gonna end up buying. And then the only downfalls I don't like about it is it's a refurbished one. So refurbished one, especially doesn't matter which company you happen to buy from. You know, you gotta double check everything, make sure it all works, not crap like that. You know, but if it all pans out, you know, I should be rocking the new computer. The only thing is I'd have to re-download everything, but what I do is just USB transferring like copy files or crap like that, and just put it in there so I don't have to technically having to re-download it all. So and then I can offer like better games like that too. I would love to add more League Legends on here. You know, it doesn't get me too many views anyways, but I can't even run League without my goddamn crap lagging. Not to the point where it's unbearable, but you can see kind of like the stutter when OBS is trying to run League Legends or crap like that. So it's kind of like, I really don't want that in my videos. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna sell this for gold. And we're gonna end the first video there. It's gonna be, like I said, between 18-20 minutes, adding the outros and intros and crap like that. Like I said, you guys see these videos on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so I do apologize for my fans you may hear. I'm loud mouse clicking as usual. I'm so burnt out on this weekend, so I do apologize for not being able to speak too well. And who's been staying safe, healthy, and sanitized. Make sure to like, subscribing, leave comments below. Make sure to check them out. See you guys.